Like and subscribe right now, or this spider is gonna crawl on your face while you're sleeping.
Top 10 real ghost videos of 2020. Ghosts, are they really real? This has been a debate between believers and non-believers for thousands of years, possibly more. But there does seem to be compelling evidence saying they are real. And if you're here, you must be intrigued, even if just a little. Welcome to the channel, everyone. This ghostly countdown is on the very spooky topic of top 10 real ghost videos of 2020. So sit back, get comfy, and get ready to be entertained by our cool countdown today. I'll just be hiding back here, behind the door, for a while. But I can still talk to you guys, so stay tuned, alright? Oh, and don't forget to stick around for the ghost sighting in the Buddhist temple in China. It's breathtakingly surreal and really convincing. Before we move on, I've got a little challenge for you that will take just 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal. You just leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell and you get 25 years of amazing luck. Try it. It really works. Number 10. At the 10th spot, we're going to introduce you to a man who seems to be waiting for someone. You know that friend who never shows up on time? Well, this is that video where we're all hoping we don't have to wait too long. And it seems like the spirit world totally agrees with us here at the channel. Keep your eyes to the right of the screen as we bring you this ghostly encounter. Are you sure you don't believe in ghosts or the paranormal? This video might bring you closer to belief, or maybe you think it's something else entirely. We'd love to hear your thoughts below in the comments section. There's a whole other world right below this video. Let's take another look at the man standing all by himself. This popular 2020 video was captured by another bystander. And our other question is, why were they filming the man in the first place? Now that's a spooky question. Perhaps even more spooky than the ghost capture itself. Number 9. At spot number 9, we're going to show you something super scary. But we need to go on a little trek through an abandoned building first, it seems. Before we get to the ghost though, we have to ask, why is it that people love going to these kind of places, and especially during nighttime? Is it because they're super scary and they crave the adrenaline? Or is it because they have a real interest in seeing something paranormal? Okay, well, let's keep looking and get you to that ghost. Wait for it. Wait for it. And boom! There it is! Probably waiting at exactly the right time. Because ghosts can see through walls and doorways, right? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments section below. We'd absolutely love to know what our viewers think. And this scary find takes our 9th spot in the countdown for the top 10 real ghost videos of 2020. Number 8. At the 8th spot, you'll need to pay a little closer attention. In fact, you won't see it at first, so you need to keep your eyes on the screen until we make it a little bit more obvious for you. Sometimes the human body is well equipped to see things in the third-dimensional world that we call home. But does it also adjust so we can see more than what's there? Or is this just for special people with intuition, like psychics and ghost hunters who know what to spot? While you think about the questions posed just now, we're going to show you the ghost that was lurking in the roadway the whole time. And if you weren't using your spidey senses, then you could very well have missed it. So the question is, did you see it from the get-go? Or did you see it when we made it clearer? Let's take another look at this one so you can see it again. It's kind of cool and really spooky, especially for the person behind the camera. Would you keep filming? I think I would have run away real fast as soon as I saw it, to be honest. Yikes. Let's get to the next spot right now. Number 7. At spot number 7, we're going to let you, our viewers, see if you can see the unseen without our help, at least for the first time around. Keep those eyes peeled and let us know if you saw it before we show you. This one's actually quite difficult to spy, so to see if you can get it, we're going to pan around and show you. Did you see it yet? How about now? Well, don't worry if you didn't, because we're going to show you again and mark the spot. Kind of like showing you where the treasure is. It's actually quite amazing, this one. It's difficult to see a very clear picture due to the distance, but it's definitely there for us to see. Here at the channel, we're wondering why, if ghosts do exist, why they're still here. Are they stuck between dimensions? Or do they maybe have some unfinished business here on Earth? We can't entirely be sure, but whatever the case, we think this ghost sighting is pretty impressive. And this hard-to-spot ghost takes our 7th spot in the countdown for the top 10 real ghost videos of 2020. The mind boggles at this one. So let's see what we can spy for the next placement on our top 10 countdown. Number 6. At spot number 6, we're looking at this stalking ghost. Many of these ghost sightings seem to be happening at nighttime, and we're wondering why people want to see them at all. This one wasn't intentional though. In this footage, the guy recording isn't expecting to see anything really, just a film of the outside of the house he's staying at. So let's stay with him and see if we can spot this one, because it's really kinda spooky. We won't tell you when it's gonna come into view though, so get ready for it anytime. This is when the adrenaline kicks in. And bam! There it is. You weren't expecting it to be there, were you? Let's do that again, because this time you're going to be ready for it. In truth, I'm glad that this one's not a jump scare, because those really freak me out to be honest. And this stalking ghost takes our number 6 spot in our cool countdown today for top 10 real ghost videos of 2020. Number 5. We're at the halfway point now, and we're going to show you this cool 2020 video. But first we want to know whether you're a believer yet, or maybe this one might convince you further. So let's see what we can see from this amazing capture. Here we have a seemingly abandoned house, and so far you might have noticed the overgrown jungle of a garden which has been left unkempt, and the open window that's letting in all the mosquitoes and other bugs that might find their way in. But have you ever seen a zombie-looking ghost out in the middle of nowhere? Well, you're definitely about to. Right about now. The videographer is immediately afraid of it, and this is the telltale sign that something's not quite right. Let's take another look so you can be ready for it this time. What do you think of this zombie ghost? Do you find it interesting or terrifying? And would you be willing to go walking in an isolated area to check out an abandoned house all by yourself? Yowzers, that really is a scary number 5 for the halfway spot. Number 4. This one's from the back of a truck that's on its way back to the depot or a meetup place. There's a lot of people hanging around in the foreground, but the background is where it's about to be at. And many of the locals who looked at the footage afterwards knew it wasn't another local. So we're guessing that this is an ancestral local coming to visit in spirit form, or perhaps there's a graveyard nearby. We're not sure, but we definitely think it's cool that this 2020 ghost was captured for our countdown today. And this back of the truck capture takes our 4th spot in the countdown for top 10 real ghost videos of 2020. At this point in the countdown, we want to tell you to stay tuned for the number 1 spot, because you're going to see the coolest 2020 capture that we could possibly find. Number 3. At the 3rd spot in the countdown, we're going to show you a garden ghost, and this just isn't any garden ghost. This ghost looks like it's moving in some kind of weird way. Here at the channel, we're wondering whether or not this ghost has roller skates or roller blades on. It's a bit distant for the eyes, but definitely moving very strangely indeed. Let's rewind it and take another look. Do you think this ghost is a man or a woman? Or do you think it's something otherworldly in some kind of way? We're pretty sure the jaw of the person filming this had to be on the floor, because the strange movement doesn't really seem human. Nope, not at all. Number 2. Here's our best pick, and this one's sent in by Rodney Skay from San Antonio. Thanks so much, Rodney. This video is dubbed Wandering Kyoko and was filmed in Japan, and its weirdness has been freaking out some of the locals in fact. Originally filmed by a local farmer, the young woman appears out of nowhere with her head down, and then the apparition just disappears after only a few minutes. The farmer was so shocked by what he saw that day because he really didn't believe in ghosts, says our pick contributor. And now he believes in the paranormal without question. The farmer stated, "If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I simply wouldn't have believed it to be true." The biggest fascination for locals was that the ghost very much resembles a young girl who passed away in the area in 2016. Lovingly known as Kyoko, she was a farmer's daughter from only a mile or so down the road. Wow, what a cool and spooky coincidence. And we'd definitely like to thank Rodney for sending this one into the channel today. This awesome best pick takes our 2nd spot in the countdown for the top 10 real ghost videos of 2020. Number 1. At spot number 1 now, we're taking you all the way to a Buddhist temple in Nanjing, China. This one's super easy to see, and it's so perfectly captured that it takes the top spot for its awesomeness alone. In fact, we think it's the best capture for the whole of 2020. In China, the culture is steeped in history, dedication, and spiritualism, which is a big part of Buddhism too. Perhaps this ghost is impressed with the feeling of the temple, or maybe it's a past loved one who used to worship there. It's really difficult to know. Have you ever captured anything paranormal in your neck of the woods? And if so, what was it? If you don't believe in ghosts, we'd love to know why you don't. And if you do, we'd also be super interested as to why you do. Our comment section is the place to be, and we'd very much like to hear any ghostly tales, if you have them. Let's take one more look at our Buddhist ghost before we go though, because this footage takes our number 1 spot in the countdown for the top 10 real ghost videos of 2020. Thanks so much for joining us here at the channel today. Don't forget to check out our other videos with topics you might love. Stay happy, everyone. And thank you for being here with us for our top 10 real ghost videos of 2020.